level is just too advanced. The bezel is Tiffany stamp. Don't grip on my hand. I know that I came with the slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. I got too much on the line, too much on my mind, too much ain't enough of my plans. Nike don't pay me to tell you just do it. They pay me to show you I do it again. I can't be pale in my casket. Make sure I die with a tan. It's part of the brand. I know that I came with a slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. Can I depend on a man? I slide some bread in the jam. That's just who I am. Custom just waving at us from the window. They don't even come on the plane when we land. Anyone else would retire, but I'm not content.
Welcome back to the locker room. We're just going to get right into it. The Knicks have made the finals. I have 3 Knicks fans up on set with me. How do you guys feel about this?
It's great. First time in 27 years. The team has looked unbeatable. I am so excited for Wednesday night when the finals start. They will be playing the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. Obviously a tough task. Probably better than anyone you've seen in the East all year, but the Knicks ran through the East. They went down 2-1 to Atlanta and have not lost since. Won 3 straight against Atlanta, swept Philly in 4, swept Cleveland in 4, and they have looked absolutely unbeatable for the last month almost.
Yeah, I mean, I've, as a Knicks fan, been waiting for this my entire life through the days of Elfrid Payton and then Damian Dotson playing too, and it's a great feeling, and this is kind of what you needed to do getting through the East to look like competition to whoever came out of the West. You needed to run the East, and that's exactly what New York did behind Jalen Brunson's great performance. OG when he was on the floor, and really everybody. I mean, Mikal Bridges was really efficient too, and the bench did their job, so I was very happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, 11 games in a row. I think with the way the Knicks are playing right now, I think they can win this series in 5 or 6. I mean, like Noah said back several years ago when the Knicks were really bad. I mean, come to this part, it's been worth all those years, but I think with the way they're playing right now, they can definitely beat San Antonio. It's not going to be easy, but I think they can do it.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama is obviously 7'5", one of the most talented players in the league. Shoots from anywhere, he can dribble, block shots. It's a tough task, but this Knicks team is so well built. They're so good on defense. They're so good on offense. I could see them winning this series in, as you said, hopefully 6 games, win it at home. But I mean, I'll take them winning in any games. I don't care. Just go win the series.
Yeah, I really don't know who would win this because we haven't talked about the Mitchell Robinson injury yet. Obviously, his pinky is broken. It doesn't affect him shooting that much because he can't shoot anyway. But as a rebounder, as a defender, he's the one guy on that team that I think would give Wemby some problems. And for him to – I know he's going to try and play through it, but I just don't know how capable he's going to be. But outside of that, the Knicks have been the hottest team in basketball. I don't think that's a stretch to say. And they've been knocking down their threes. Shamit
went, 12 or 13 from 3 in the Eastern Conference Final? That's insane.
I don't think that's going to happen again.
Obviously you can't keep that up, but you just got to hope that he can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Shamit came off the bench. He did a great job shooting-wise. Great job on defense, too. I mean, he had to guard Mitchell most of the time when Bridges wasn't on the floor. So I thought that was a very impressive job by him stepping up. And then you always got to remember how all the Knicks bench players now have more Eastern Conference Finals points than Joel Embiid. So that's a positive thing.
Yeah, I mean, last year in the Eastern Conference Final, we had all 5 starters playing 45 minutes a game. And this year, it's Mike Brown uses more of the bench players, if anything. I mean, there have been reliable players that have come off the bench. Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride, I thought played a big part in these playoffs. But I think that firing Tom Thibodeau was the best thing that could have happened last year for the Knicks coming into this year. At the beginning of the year, I didn't think Mike Brown was the guy to be the coach for the Knicks. I thought it was going to be a one season and done. But, I mean, he's won 11 games in a row. He's just ran through the East. He's swept all these teams. So, interesting to see how these finals play out.
Yeah, you got to give it to Mike Brown. He was taking a lot of heat from the New York media at the start of the season especially. I thought firing Thibodeau was a questionable move. Obviously, Nick, as you said, Thibodeau, he wouldn't even play 9 guys if it were a baseball game. He would just go through his 5 starters all game, tire them out, injure them like he did Derrick Rose. And I think what Mike Brown has done, he's allowed Shamit to get hot during this season, so now we can see him step up in these big moments in the playoffs. And I feel like he hasn't gotten enough credit for that, especially if they win the finals. Then you're looking at a New York legend at that point.
Yeah, Mike Brown's done a great job with the bench, especially in the playoffs. He's had those 4 guards in McBride, Alvarado, Shamit, and Clarkson all playing in the playoffs, but not playing in the same games. He'd let one of them get hot and then ride them for that game or couple games. But he's mixed them up really well to get them all, keep them all going and not playing them too much. I think, as you said, Mitchell Robinson's injury is huge. But if he could play, he'll be effective against Wembanyama. All he has to do is stay in front of him, grab rebounds, block some shots. He can't shoot, but he can't shoot anyway. He shoots 30% from the line. It can't get much worse. So, I don't think that finger injury is really going to affect him that much if he's able to get out there.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have Mitch on Wemby most of the time, but you're also going to have to put OG on Wemby at some point just for the fact that Mitch isn't going to be in the entire game. But going back to what you said about the guards being flipped into games, I think Alvarado was one of the better trades at the trade deadline. I think he's been such a valuable asset defensively for this Knicks team, and especially the bench coming off and performing. But, yeah, Mitch should be okay. He can't shoot anyways, besides that one video that was posted in, an open gym. So,
Yeah, 100% know what you talk about Alvarado. What a trade at the deadline for the Knicks. But Mitchell Robinson, he's going to have to start because he's going to have to guard Wembanyama for most of the time. I mean, you talk about Anunoby guarding him too. I mean, that could work, but the guy's 7'5". I mean, he's probably the most dynamic player, the most interesting player that we've had in the history of the league. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a guy taller than him. So it's going to be tough against San Antonio.
Yeah, I agree. I think the key to this series and winning this series is Josh Hart. If Josh Hart plays confidently on the offensive side and hits threes, the Knicks will win this series. Because if you get Wembanyama's going to start on Hart and give him space to go shoot because he wants to stay in the paint, wait for Brunson to go to the paint, wait for OG to go to the paint and block their shots. If he has to guard Hart out in the perimeter, this Knicks offense is going to be really dangerous against San Antonio.
Yeah, so finally, what are your guys' predictions for this series?
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 6.
Look, this might be biased, but I'm taking the Spurs here. I'm taking Spurs in 6.
I think we're all biased here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, moving on, if somehow the Knicks win the championship, we will have a very, very special guest come on set for the final locker room segment. That's going to be all for the locker room this week.